I know you love it when we bring guest stars onto our channel. So we did a little road trip to a foreclosure auction, and this time I've got my little passenger princess riding here with me. Say hello to my little lady, Mischief. Mischief has been an absolute trooper. We've been driving for 5 hours, 6 hours straight. How long has it been, Mischief? 5 hours straight. And she has kept the seats nice and dry. So I really appreciate that, Mischief. We're here at a foreclosure auction today, and if you've been watching our channel, you've seen us on some crazy adventures looking for properties to buy. But look at this beauty right here. This is a huge, about a 2,500 square foot single family house in Western Massachusetts. Now, we believe the ARV on this place, who knows what ARV is? If you've been a follower, you should know this stuff. Drop it into comments. No cheating. You got 3 seconds. Type it, type it, type it. 3, 2, 1. ARV is after repair value. It's the value of what this place should sell for if it's all fixed up nice and new, like a house going listed on MLS with a real estate agent. We're putting the ARV. Now, I haven't 100% confirmed this with Matt, but we've been running our numbers. We're a little over $600,000 for this place here with a couple of acres of rural property in Western Massachusetts. I love this. This is a type of property that, type of location where I basically grew up, in a really nice winter wonderland wooded area around here. Now, it's a little bit of a contemporary style house, and that's something that Matt and I talked about. So with it being a contemporary style house, there's going to be a lot less demand for people that are looking to buy it. If we were to win the place, get it renovated and sell it, we'd be looking at having a slower turnaround time for finding a buyer, especially in a more rural setting in an older area of the state. Of course, houses out here, many of them are very, very old. So a contemporary style place isn't as sought after in this area, but that's okay because we put together a bidding strategy, and I know a lot of you guys tune in to see how auctions work, to learn about the process so that you can go out and maybe buy yourself an amazing deal on a property. Buying this house today, hopefully, like it's priced from 2011. Let's go check it out. Let's see how this works out. The auction is about to kick off. Mister's gonna sit in the car for a few minutes. We'll go check out this auction and see how it goes. Let's go take a look from this side here. So one of the things Matt and I talk about all the time here on the channel is you do not get a guided tour of this property. You don't get to get inside weeks in advance. You don't get to do some research, bring in a home inspector and start looking around and finding out really what the house is going to need, what kind of damage there might be, how bad things might be, how outdated stuff might be. In fact, we don't really even get to set foot on this property today. So how are we going to come up with a real bid? I mean, we know what the place is worth all fixed up, but realistically, how do you know how much it's going to cost to fix the place up? And that, my friends, is one of the gambles you're going to have here. Another piece of the puzzle is we're at an auction. This process does not happen overnight. It usually takes quite a long time to go through a foreclosure process and actually schedule and host an auction. People are still living here, so we don't know anything about who lives in this house currently. This could be somebody that rented the home from the owner or about to be former owner. This could be somebody that broke into the house last month and set up camp. This could be the former owners or about to be former owners living in the house, burying their head in their sand, that the place is being sold on them today. If this is the former owners that live here, one question we get all the time, and I see it in the comments, is why didn't they just sell the place? Why didn't they put the house up for sale? Especially if they, have a mortgage that's 15 years old. They bought it way back, and, theoretically, the place should be able to be sold by them for significantly more than they currently owe on it and are being foreclosed on. So why didn't they take any action? Well, if you stick around our channel long enough, you're going to learn the answers to some of these types of questions, and we're going to see how this all plays out today. But if you do end up purchasing this place at foreclosure auction today, and you're in my shoes, right, and we end up being the winning bidder, you might be dealing with a place that you bought and remains occupied. So now you have to start straightening that situation out, having a conversation that could be difficult for some folks, especially if they're kind of folks that, kind of just put their head in the sand and let a foreclosure auction happen. So we got a few big variables. What does it need to be brought up to ARV, and what's going on with the people that apparently are still residing inside?
Yes.
Opening bid from the bank.
$240,361.99.
Bank bid's $240, $361.99. Do I hear $241? $241. Russ. Russ has it for 241. Do I hear 242? 242.
Yeah.
Russ has it for 241,000. Do I hear 242,000? All in, all out. Going once, twice, sold to Russell for 241,000. Thank you.
Well, look at that. Score one for our team. We snagged a house right here in this video for you. And I want you to make sure you liked and subscribe so that you can stay tuned to see how this whole thing plays out. But there is some question marks now that we have to address and we have to figure out. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel so we can keep you following this whole saga in future videos of this property. Wow. I mean, an ARV of over 600,000. We won the auction today for 242, which means there's a lot of meat left on the bone to try to figure out and overcome any obstacle about it and hopefully do something with the property that turns a profit. So stay tuned with this. I'm really, really excited. I'm glad I could bring you this win. And Mischief is glad that she took this really long road trip. She spent a lot of time riding around with me in the car today, and maybe she's our good luck charm, right? Who says, you know, if rabbit feet are lucky? I was carrying 4 of them around with me today. One more look at the house. Here it is right here. This is your winner today at 242 out here in Western Massachusetts. ARV of over 600K. I think we're going to do really, really well with this. And I hope you stick around the channel as we do our paperwork over here and get this thing under wraps.